This is a climbing rose called Brunner. And why would you grow climbing rose? Well, they can be used to form a screen or a fence, or they can be used to cover up a wall. With a climbing rose, they flower best off of new wood produced from old wood, and the pruning is important to encourage the right type of growth, so apply a rule of thirds. You want to take out anything that's dead, disease, damaged, because that's no use to you whatsoever, and then look at some of the older material and reduce that down by pruning out, and hopefully that will encourage a third of new growth for carrying better flowers in the future years. So this is the more older seasoned wood that we need to keep an amount of. This is growth that's arisen from it, and on that is the new growth that's going to carry the best flowers. So that is a bit we will try and bend in as low as we possibly can. It's also important to remove anything that is dead or damaged. So this is an old dead stubby bit, so we'll just we'll start by bending the stems that we want down and tying them off on the frame, getting them reasonably tight but not so tight that they start to cut into the timber. And the idea with these stems is as well that we try and get them just below horizontal and in space, spreading the rows out as we go. And so you'll end up with a number of layers to the stems. And to get the stems in the right position, you probably need to use a few ties. And we always find as well, tying roses to roses is okay because we come in and do the same process next year. And we can get rid of any problems that might arise from roses being tied onto the roses. And then we tip it back just after the tie where there's a bud. So what we have here is a lateral growth coming off the stem, and it's too short to actually tie in, and a little bit too weak maybe. What we'll do is we'll just trim that back to 1 inch or 2, and what we've got there are a number of buds from which growth will arise that will carry the flowers for next year. And the reason why we leave it that long, if bad weather comes in, we can actually prune it a little bit further back if that gets damaged.